right, so welcome back. You're still watching Prime Morning. Real quickly, let's jump into our what's trending, big ones. Let me just quickly jump on Twitter and see some of the trends on there, things that have captured us globally or right here in Ghana. Okay, so I see some interesting ones here. In fact, I don't know whether it's my data. It's just popping, just two things trending. Belgium and who is akin. These are the only things trending on my phone.
Right.
Just two things.
So Belgium must have been from the other semi-final from yesterday, which I didn't follow, by the way. You know, Spain already booted out Italy. Let's check and see, because I actually didn't follow that match, which is unbecoming of me. But let's see how Belgium-France ended. So France actually beat Belgium by 3-2 from what I am seeing here. And Karim Benzema, Kylian Mbappe, and Hernandez on target for France, and Lukaku, Chelsea's Lukaku, and Carrasco on target for Belgium. Wow, France back in another final.
Well, anyway, so those are the two trends I'm picking up on the Ghana trends on my phone. But anyway, some other things trending here. Of course, we're talking about the LGBTQI. Now, look at how we've actually learned how to say it so easily. Like, you know, that's a step progress
in an alphabetical direction.
I know, right?
Yeah.
like there's progress. Like, how do you say that thing about, you know, people who believe in other kind of sexual, you know, intimacy? LGBTQI.
Yeah.
Like, who memorizes these consonants so easy?
Yeah. LGBTQIA+.
Look at that. Like you can say
Sam George is he's an interesting character. Like, he came here, he says, if we don't nip this in the bud, according to him, they'll take all the alphabets. And I'm like, Sam George, like.
Anyway, so the Church of Pentecost, you mentioned, a major Christian denomination with reportedly the highest church population in Ghana and a presence in more than 105 countries, has vowed to campaign and vote against any government that attempts to legalize LGBTQI+. Now, chairman of the church, Apostle Eric Nyamiche, made the declaration after presenting a memo to the Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee of Parliament in support of the LGBTQI+, which has dominated media discussions in the past few days. Which church had its branch in the UK actually side with it? Was it that?
I'm not sure about that one.
I just can't remember.
It was Christ. Wait.
Was a church that in the UK that they were in support of?
No, that's a different matter, actually.
That's a different matter.
Okay. What I am thinking of is a different matter. I don't know which church.
Well, we'll check on that. So anyway, that's our first story on there. Well, he called for the immediate steps to safeguard the future of the country. Let me just jump quickly to the next story. So the wife of Nigerian singer Peter Okoye, also known as Mr. P from P Square, has advised his fellow women to throw their husband's clothes into the trash if they leave them on the floor. Okay. Now, according to Lola Omotayo, if a man leaves his clothes on the floor, it means he doesn't want them anymore. So the best place is for his wife to place them inside the waste bin. Do you agree?
Like the better from Bia, what they got to bin no more.
Hey, then this is going to be one in the household.
Hey.
Because me, dear, if I spot shoes on the floor, aside from it being on the rack, it will go. And you know the pain of throwing away a woman's shoes. I mean, imagine you threw away MF's red soles or red bottoms, like
her Louboutins.
Yeah, she would.
The loops.
You go through. You go through something else.
La die.
But that's what she said. She took to her Instagram to share this note. Do you agree? Would you throw away your husband's clothes because he left them on the floor? Well, anyways, that conversation, I leave that to you, and I leave it to the families that will want to spark World War IIIs in their homes when this happens. Anyway,
well, let's check out this one. And you know, we've been talking about Robert Kelly and how things are going for him, and how some people are pushing that his music should go, and it's becoming a reality. It's really sad how everything has turned out for Robert Kelly, but YouTube has deleted his official channel with his songs on its video sharing platform.
2 channels actually.
All gone.
Yeah.
So, like you rightly said, according to YouTube, the action was taken in line with the conviction of the musician who was recently convicted of operating a sex crimes ring that saw him abuse women and children for decades. Charlie. Now, 2 of his channels, Our Kelly TV and Our Kelly Vivo, have been removed from YouTube, and the singer will no longer be able to create or own any other YouTube channel. That also means that some streams of income are gone. I mean, he may be in the can, but there may be companies, entities operating to consolidate his property and all of that, his finances. It means this will be lost to them. Now, the removal comes to add to the years of protest from the #MuteOurKelly movement. Long before the singer was indicted in 4 separate jurisdictions, there had been calls to ban his music over long-standing abuse allegations. But you know what? What he did, I mean, which he's been convicted for now, so proven, so to speak, terrible stuff. But I really feel sad, on the other hand as well, for Robert Kelly. You look at, especially in the United States, the black community. Did you know, for example, for many years, sometimes even the law tends to be biased. Cocaine is illegal everywhere. Unless, I mean, in certain places for some medicinal, but it's illegal everywhere. In the United States, there is crack cocaine and powder cocaine. Guess what? The white community uses more of powder cocaine, and the black communities, the ghettos and the others, use the crack cocaine. From what I recall, if you were caught with about 5 grams of crack cocaine, you could get as many as 5 years for just 5 grams. But if you are caught with about 500 grams of powder cocaine, you would get something very minimal. I mean, it would take 500 grams to get 5 years, and it would take only 5 grams of crack cocaine.
So do you feel his sentence is a bit unfair?
No. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that over time, look, Obama spoke about this at a point. When you check America's prisons and you look at the ratio, black people, their population, who have been incarcerated, and the likelihood of getting incarcerated versus people of other color, Caucasians, for example, you would see that the disparities are wide. You get it? So it's particularly pathetic when you see someone like Robert Kelly, who has made it out of the system, out of the grassroots, out of all of that, to become the sort of enigma, if you like. I mean, who will forget Gotham City and The Greatest, which we played, some time back, and all of that. And then for everything to come crashing down like that, that's what I feel. It's not that he doesn't deserve what he's getting because he's done the wrong things. You sow and you reap. But I just feel sad in terms of how high he rose and how through these actions he's let everything come crumbling down. I feel really sad about that.
He didn't see this coming. It's really sad. It's got great music, and I bet you, trust me, I can imagine the number of people who are probably been streaming this music as they're trying to cut it. People are also now jumping onto more R. Kelly music in there. I mean, I love R. Kelly music, and let's be very frank on on those lines. Personality, no, but I love R. Kelly music. R. Kelly music is.
He had a gift.
Yeah, it was. I love from Chocolate Factory to TP2 to TP3.com, like you name them. All these are great albums, that is so sad. But I'm still listening to R. Kelly music though, but not a great supporter of his attitude and his actions. He has to pay for it. So if he finds himself in there, I'm only praying that they don't take off his music from these streaming websites, because I don't know where we're going to listen to, because I still have to listen to R.
I think some people now are going to be grabbing his music from where they can find it, because who knows, very soon it might become a rarity to find R. Kelly's music
very expensive
anywhere.
Yeah, it's very expensive. Very, very soon R. Kelly music become very expensive. But anyways, God forgives, so we shall see what's going to happen. And anyway, Nathaniel Atto is on standby to give us some more sports. Good morning, Nathaniel. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning. Good to see you guys.
Yes.
Good to see you too, Nat.
We're mourning the death of R. Kelly music.
And, it's a very difficult. I can understand you, Jay. I understand where you're coming from, because I had similar feelings and similar thoughts when this whole thing came out. But hey, I disagree 300% with what he has done, because of which I do agree with the punishment. And at a certain point, we'll just say, look, in life we win some, we lose some. We can all live without R. Kelly music, even though his music made massive impact on on everybody and communicated different things and also inspired many generations. I mean, you're even thinking about that gospel song, which just lifts people up so high.
Exactly.
And here's the same person who's committed, crimes against the same people that he's supposed to lift and inspire. Hey, it's a difficult, place or it's a difficult conversation to have. But hey, well,
would I be right to say that are people afraid to say that they are hurt by the fact that R. Kelly's been in prison and he's going through all these things because the music is good?
Trust me, there will be. Yeah. There sure will be a generation. I mean, if you had, the police officer who killed George Floyd is
Chauvin.
Shot to be some free man. I mean, he walked around for free.
Derek Chauvin,
he go to the grocery store and all of that. So hey, there will be people who will sympathize with R. Kelly, irrespective of what he's done. And that is what we should all expect from human nature. It should all happen. So, well, like I said, very, very uncomfortable and difficult conversation to have, considering that we have sisters. Yeah. Some have girlfriends, some have wives, and all of that. It's a difficult place to be.
I've actually sing the TP2.com album from beginning to end. And I can't believe this has happened. Anyway,
I remember the covers of some of those albums. The R album, for instance. The red and black and his silhouette. Him standing in there with
it's
for the music. And I do also remember that big performance that he put up. When Whitney Houston died, the "I Look to You" remake at the, it was magical. It had such an effect.
Wow.
Yeah.
The devil planned his. I don't know whether it was the devil or just him, but anyway, he lost out.
For some of these things, Jay, we cannot blame the devil too much. Sometimes we just have to say that we are the devils because I don't know, man.
You know us now. If something bad happens, the devil. Something good happens,
the devil.
Anyway, well, take us into sports then, and let's find out all the updates there.